Hey you guys, this is Two Creepers, and it's been such a long time. And today I'm going to do a Gamemaker tutorial. And so, I'm going to do a tutorial on an advanced camera system. It's not that advanced, I gotta say. But, what if you have a game, like, I don't know, a coming project of mine called Pixel Run, where you change these powers and it requires creating instances, but then you're gonna have to do typey, like, I don't know, all the time just to set it to this one view. Well, you just need one view in one room, a couple of objects, just two. So, I hope this is easy. Oh yeah, and this works for Lite and Pro, because I'm using Lite. And so, first of all, you can just call this whatever it is, but I'm going to make the camera. You can just draw whatever the heck you want. So, you're just going to draw whatever you want to see when you see the camera. Now, you don't need to make it invisible, because we're going to set the sprite to be just a very transparent thing. Just so that it can catch up with the view, because it depends on the sprite, kind of. Okay, so you can just make it anything. I'm just going to write C. No. Done. It's been a long time. C. Now I'm just gonna draw like scribbles like this all over it, like that. So I made my camera. You can take all the time you want. You can pause the video. You can draw an amazing, beautiful sprite. Next, you're gonna use your player. So you should probably make your player. Now the reason why I do these separately rather than having them prepared is that you can get some sort of example rather than just seeing them all shrunken up in the side of the video. So tell me what you think of that. Now, I'm going to make the player, which I'm not going to put effort into because, you know, we need time. Lots of time. This takes a long time. So here's our player. Now, we're not going to put any animations. You can do that later. Now, here's our player when he transforms, so I'm just going to call it player 2. You'll get the extra long rubber band arms power up, if you want to call it that. Well, okay, so you're going to make your camera object. So, camera. Now you can set it to the camera right here, but afterwards, once you're done, you're going to have to set it to transparent sprite. So you want to make a thing called, I don't know, object. Now, what you're going to do is that, this is what I usually do, I'm not very good with this. First of all, you could create it, and then you can modify the mask and set it to full image and rectangle. But I kind of don't like doing that because sometimes it's a little inaccurate and laggy. So I just set the opacity to 1, and I just put in, like, white. You can barely see it. You probably might see it in dark places, but you can do either, or you can do both. So, once you're done with that, all you're going to do is just that, if the camera, just go to collision, and if the camera collides with itself, it's going to delete itself. Now, you can either do, I don't know if you have, but this is part of a mod. You can actually have it move towards the mouse position. I don't know how you do it else. This is a mod I have for this, because it makes it easier. So, this is how you would originally do it, without mods, and it works with the light. It won't include much coding either. So, also, if the animation were to end, it would destroy itself. Yeah. Very suicidal. Okay, next you're going to make the player, which is going to constantly, that's a weird accent I had there, going to constantly create the camera. So, first thing, you want to start everything with obj and underscore, or I think O or obj and no underscore. I just like doing it obj underscore, because this is required for the variables, which is the random number you put into here, like JSD, oh Jad, Jad. But what you're going to do is that you're going to take the player's name and just put in obj underscore, and it's case sensitive too, which means you have to type it exactly. This is why I do it all in lowercase. Now you're going to make it relative, because the values are related to the current values. I'm sure if you ever made a game before, you should understand this. Unless you're a newbie and you don't understand, which is good, because every step gets you further. Now, what we're going to need is that we're going to need an extensive room and a view. This is what we're going to make next after we make the moves. So, hopefully you know, it's just, you just make press or... Oh, and I forgot to include this in my physics thing, but if you do keyboard and a key, if they fall and land on a block, they won't stop anymore. So that's a bug fix, special bug fix for you. So, you just have to do this, and put in whatever speed. If you do relative, every time you press that key, or the longer you hold that key, whatever, it will make its, a bigger number, so I don't know how to do that. Probably because this is positive 5, so it goes up by 1 or 5, so don't do that unless you want your player to get faster. Now, since this takes up a lot of time, I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back with you in less than a second. Okay, see, less than a second I told you. And I guess I was right, unless you lagged. Okay, so what you will need is that, the player. And you don't need to place the camera at all, because the player is going to be making it as long as you place the player. Now, what you're going to do is that, you're going to go over here and go to Views. And you're going to check mark this, enable the use of views. Don't mess with this, I don't really know what it does, I'm still newbie. Now, visible when room starts. Now, you will see this box appear, because it's visible when room starts. Now, it's going to be on object following camera, and this is the size and everything, so view in room, this is the size of it in the room. Now, port on screen is how, right here on the right side, how big the window is. Then, on the left side is how big the view is going to be. So if you want to make a two-player split screen, I'll do that in another episode. So all you're going to do is set in any information you want. And we're going to make the room bigger. So go to settings and set the width to, I don't know, 1717, I don't know. Something out of the view. See? So, next we're gonna make the second player object, which you just can copy and paste the player. Just right click and do duplicate. And change this. Okay? So I'll be back. Here's how you do it. Simple as that. Okay, we're done with that. Oh, don't forget about to change the sprite. Now, I might need to use Movie Maker on this one. This is going to be extra long. Okay, sorry, it's been a long time. Okay, so what we're going to do is that all you need is the player and the view and everything. Really, I just make this the width and height of the right here because it makes it better. Sorry, someone came in to tell me that it was an update, an Xbox thing. So you can copy and paste or just type it in raw, however you'd like. Okay, so once you're done with this, you're done with the room. Now, you might want something to change the player into the other one. So all I'm going to do is just going to set this to 0. Doesn't matter. Then you're going to go to main 1, objects, change instance, which is that blue and red. Might be cut off, so sorry. Change into this. Make sure this is on self, or you can set object and leave it at self, sorry. Probably a bug. Now, you just put in yes to perform events, and there you go. Now, let's check out what we've done before. So, save, and you can save it anywhere. See, you can see I have lots of things here. These are a lot of things I've been testing out, just to see if they work before I record. And I'll be loading up the game in a moment. Well, I failed, and it's going to cut me off, so Sorry about that. Well, okay. So, as you can see, if I move towards the edge of the screen, you could set this. I'll tell you how to set it. It moves with it, right? But what if I want to change to this guy? See? Mr. Blue Rubber Band Arms and Legs. It's still working. So you just made yourself a really nice camera system, and I'll give you a really good example. Just don't tell anyone I showed you. Fine, you can. But see? Just one object in this blank room. You did it. Congratulate yourself, because you can be happy. Okay, so I'm going to load up Pixel Run so you can get a sneak peek from this. I probably might cut out the footage, put music in the background for the trailer or something. Or I might just re-record. I'm just like that. Okay, so we're just going to go to load. You can save if you want. I'm just going to go to Pixel Run. So I'm going to show you how I use this camera. Oh yeah, I forgot. What you're going to do, I think I remembered. What you're going to do is that, basically, I'll use this as an example. You're going to take the camera object and set it to the nothingness you have there. And you can put its depth really high, but I've only did that just so I could see it. So make sure it actually has a hitbox, because it probably won't follow, or it will be in a really weird way. So here's your example of the game. Yes, be amazed. Or not. Now I'm still using Lite Edition, so I am using stuff. Now, let me show you. This isn't it right now. We're going to start a new game. We took time drawing our stuff. This is just something to test out how our cutscene system works. So, as you can see, I laid this power up here. Now, as you can see, the camera's scrolling, and I'm going to change it back in a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Oh. That's why I put that restart. Okay, so as you can see, with multiple objects, the camera's following it, and I will show you that I did this legit. And I already showed you that earlier, but I will show you that I did this whole camera system legit. And I will tell you how to make these effects here that go away, same way you make the camera. Oh yeah, and if the camera's off, what you can do is that you can go to whatever, and whoops. What you can do is that you can do like plus, I believe on the x-axis is right, so if you can do like plus 50 or whatever number you need, mess around with this to get it to however you want it. Minus is up for Y. You should definitely know this for games, and plus is down. I hope you guys know that. So you can adjust it that way. You can adjust effects and everything that I drew myself. I didn't get the Pro edition, so I'll show you. Let's go to views, and it's following camera. Now, as you can see, earlier it was when the player got near the edge of the view, it didn't work. I mean, it worked, but well, what happened was that it was putting the camera on the camera object. But if you want it to be basically in the middle, I'd say you put 300 and 300. I don't know what these would do. You might want to ask someone who's an actual expert. But I hope this works for you. And you got to see some footage of Pixel Run. So, I hope you guys check out everything. Like all my other tutorials, my Minecraft videos, my Gary's Mom, my Team Fortress 2, because I really love knowing that there's someone out there who's actually supporting me and everything, and it's a nice feeling. I hope you know that feeling. And well, I make these videos for helping you out, showing you things, or just for your entertainment. And if they don't fit in any other of those categories, then I don't know what they are. Now, you should probably check out my other Gamemaker tutorials, like how to make a command box, which is just a little command box. You can type in commands and set commands and make them do things. You can make better physics, and go back to that note. I probably might put an annotation back to that note if you do keyboard, not press. Then you can also watch how to make score and health, and also don't forget at this time how to make breakable or Minecraft blocks in Gamemaker, and all these I've checked, they all work in Lite and Pro. So if you have any problems, just feel free to PM me or comment. I will actually get it. You can even correct me, because criticism is pretty good, because it helps you get better in the future. And if you want to learn more about criticism, check out some ordinary gamers. Some ordinary gamers. Just check them out, because they're cool, and you can learn more about the difference between hate and criticism. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm pretty sure I was pretty boring, or I was annoying, or I'm loud, or you can hear me breathe, or anything. I'm sure you can hear me breathe. I'll breathe right now. Or you could just hear shaking. It's because I'm new. I just came back from a lot of things I've been busy with. Now, I hope you guys can really enjoy what's tutorials and everything there is out there, because I enjoy making videos for your entertainment and your help. So if you ever want me to make a tutorial on a specific thing, like a more updated one, even on one I did before perfectly, or even just really good, but you want further explanation, I could PM you. I could record another one and publish it, and I could give you a link. So if you want any tutorials or anything, you can tell me. Or if you want me to if there's bugs you want me to fix in these certain tutorials, I'll try to find a way and fix them as soon as I can. So really, you can like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. You can do whatever you want. Just be sure to comment your feedback on what this helped you, so I know that I'm doing my doing this video correctly, and so I know that I'm just not going blah 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 blah, blah. Just going on with a bunch of gibberish you don't understand. If I'm going too fast, just tell me. I'll try going slower, but videos might be longer and I might feel rushed. But if you need any help, or if there's bugs you want me to fix, just tell me your feedback so I know how it worked, because I don't have your computer, I don't even know you. Or maybe I do. But hopefully this helped you, because I haven't published a video in a while, so it's not total magic or anything. So this is 2creepers2/coolcoolaz22, and this is it, the end of the video. Nothingness.